Hello again, YouTube. My name is Suraj Sood, and I guess I've just been doing a series or like a mini series of videos of me um, sharing what a nerd I am, and maybe you could tell by this Pokemon poster behind me, or the fact that I did a PhD in the first place. But I did my first of these kinds of PhD videos on how Pokemon helped my PhD. And then the last video I did was on the relation between Guild Wars and my PhD. So now I'm going to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! And try to break my record in this current video for the amount of times I've said PhD. Um, my dissertation research was on the environment and psychology, self-actualization and the environment specifically. And so I had a lot of fun at the end of my dissertation. Um, Specifically, I remember playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'll just show one card. Maybe I'll show more as the video progresses, but this is called Gaia the Magical Knight. And there's a whole archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! Called Gaia the Fierce Knight. And so what I did was I made a Gaia the Fierce Knight deck, which fortunately Konami, the creator of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, made a lot of support cards for Gaia the Fierce Knight, which is, for those who don't know, uh, one of Yu-Gi-Oh's main character, uh, one of his most trusted monsters. And there's other cards in this deck, like there's Curse of Dragon, um, there's a Catapult Turtle. So they really went out of their way to make all of these cards work with each other in one deck, which I thought was really cool. And they made them viable. Well, I mean, not like that viable in the competitive meta game, but sort of usable, maybe, at least for fun. So since my dissertation research was on the environment, I thought, okay, um, Gaia is the goddess of nature, Mother Nature, and so I figured why not just throw a Gaia deck together, and I did that. There's a bunch of Gaia cards in this deck, and I'm just gonna pull it out again. Um, but one thing that I found kind of cool was the way that they tied in these cards, the Black Luster Soldier cards, which I've been using for a long time for like most of my Yu-Gi-Oh playing career, which is just playing with a couple of close friends. Um, but they really went out of their way to make Gaia evolve into the Black Luster Soldier. And for those of you who've seen the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime and Duel Monsters, you'll know that Yugi uses Gaia the Fierce Knight in his ritual to ritual summon Black Luster Soldier. He uses Karibo as well. So I was able to throw a Karibo card into this deck too. Um, and they just made a lot of other really cool cards. I enjoy this card, Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon. Just that name is very kind of sing-songy and playful, which was kind of a trend in the Yu-Gi-Oh! In the way they've been naming their cards. And so the night before my dissertation defense, which was just a couple of months ago, I was in my new condo. I had a candle on. I got this candle at a store called Gaia Living Art. So I was just going crazy with all the Gaia stuff. I bought a earthy kind of basket at this place as well. It's a sort of upscale organic scene type of store that I went to. And so I was really just trying to immerse as much into my subject matter as I could. And I did end up mentioning Gaia in the dissertation document. But I have a close friend that I play Yu-Gi-Oh with, and he was building a machine deck, and I figured, why not just make a Gaia deck, because that suits me at this point in time in my life, and maybe even more than that. So what I did the night before my dissertation defense was, um, I lit that candle that I got at the Gaia store, um, and I kind of was like performing my own ritual to special summon Black Luster Soldier. Um, and Black Luster Soldier, for those of you who've like know a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh, is kind of Yugi's equivalent to Kaiba's Blue Eyes White Dragon in terms of attack and defense power. Um, it even fuses with Kaiba's Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which is Kaiba's fusion of the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in his deck. Um, and then they fuse together into this mega monster, which has one of the highest attacks in the game. And so I do have that card in my deck, or it's at my condo right now. But I felt like that night before my defense was kind of special. I was performing this kind of ritual, and I had this candle, and then I put Karibo and Gaia the Fierce Knight, and Black Luster Soldier. Like I didn't have a Black Luster Soldier card at that time, so I just put Gaia and Karibo and the Black Luster Ritual on top of the candle, and I sent it to my friend and was like, "This is what I'm doing with my night. What's up?" So in my own way, I was preparing for my transformation from Gaia the Fierce Knight, or as I've titled this video, Suraj the Fierce Student, or Gaia the Fierce Student. I don't even remember what I named this video. Um, into the Black Luster Suraj. And I I have to give credit where it's due to Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't have to give them credit in terms of buying their cards, because I've already given them credit with my credit card. But I do have to say that Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a good inspiration for me as I was wrapping up my PhD. And in a similar way to Pokemon, but Yu-Gi-Oh! For me has always been kind of better at approaching more serious, mature, or even dark themes in life, um, including growing up, which is something Pokemon's not great at doing because Ash is like always 10 years old in that show. Um, Even anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But Yu-Gi-Oh! I've always appreciated for its ability to approach these themes, but then ultimately arrive at themes like redemption or actually growing up or finding one's calling in life. And I feel that as I was working on my dissertation, I did steadily I did realize my calling, which was roughly like self-actualization in relation to the environment and sort of bringing that connection to life. So I guess at the end of the dissertation, where I am now, I have undergone a Black Luster ritual of my own, and I've transformed from Surge the Fierce Student, and I was sort of a fierce student in the last couple of years, into the Black Luster Surge. So I hope that if you're watching this and you're a PhD student working on your dissertation, that you undergo a similar sort of warrior-like transformation. Um, it's like being a scholarly warrior. I never thought of myself as a warrior, and it's only like lately as I've been sort of reconnecting with my own religion, Hinduism, um, that I've like been able to claim this identity in some way, right? I'm not like a I'm not like a physical soldier per se, but there is an element in life, I think, in general, of rising to its challenges and vanquishing one's enemies, whatever those are. They might just be like personal demons. They might be, like personal inadequacies. Um, Rising up to those and like bringing out one's inner warrior, or magician, or king, or whatever other archetype suits oneself, at any given point. But for me, it was definitely warrior as I was approaching those last days leading to my defense. And for those of you who might be wanting to do a PhD or embark on it, I would say just do it. I've seen a video titled like "Why Not to Do a PhD." There's a lot of like kind of negative media out there about why not to do a PhD. I definitely don't advise breaking your bank, get into a funded program and all that. As to the extent that you can, but just do whatever works for you in life. That's really the bottom line there. And if what works for you in life is looking for any excuse to dip into your lifelong hobbies, I'd say like Yu-Gi-Oh for me. I would say go for it big time. So thanks for watching, and I don't know, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. I enjoy making it, and I got a couple likes on my Pokemon videos, so I'm like, okay. I don't think my Guild Wars video is done as well, but that's not as popular a game as Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon are. So that makes sense. But in any case, have a great day, and enjoy your own heroic transformation, however it's taking place in your life. Peace out.